Okay, talk. No, words. Hello everybody and welcome back to Very Biased Opinions. We are here at Hillsborough. We found the deepest, darkest corner of Hillsborough we could possibly find.
Yeah.
Thomas, show them how packed it is. All these faces will be blurred out, but that's it. It is still about an hour or so till kick-off. It's great to be here, although it's pissing down with rain, but hey-ho. I haven't seen any of the Oxford team yet. I don't know. I imagine it's going to be pretty similar to the side that beat Accrington. Maybe Thornley comes back in. Is probably the only change I would imagine. And a good return. See Shay Dunkley again for Sheffield Wednesday. But what are you thinking, Thomas? Are you happy you're here?
2-0 to Wednesday is what I'm thinking.
Scumbag. That is scummish. He didn't even show up for the League One video. But right, I think I've already said I hope Oxford can sneak a 2-1 win. But if Oxford play well and put on a good show, I'll be more than happy if they, went down to a swashbuckling defeat. It feels, I don't know why, like they're in the same league as us, but they feel like a bigger club.
They are a bigger club.
They are, I know. But it's like you get drawn into like. You get drawn into playing the history of them, and not like the like the team that they are now. So they should be a very even game. They're both good sides. Both very, as you can see in the table, they're like 8th and 9th. 2-1 Oxford win.
The second October 2021, SWFC League One. Sheffield Wednesday.
It's half-time, Ian. Oxford lead 1-0.
Familiar story, leading at half-time in an away game. Can they hold on to it? They've been pretty good. It was a good
really
goal. Good goal by Brannagan that the keeper seemed to let... I don't know, we were longer away. The keeper seemed to let it through his body, but it was a good effort by Taylor before that, and I thought Oxford were pretty good value for the lead, you could say.
Yeah, they're a better team.
Not too much from Wednesday.
One save from Stevens.
Yeah, one save from Stevens, but straight at him. But generally, I think Oxford played quite well. I mean, they tried to get the ball forward quickly, get it into areas, using the shitty conditions to get in behind, and I think they've done a good job.
Played really well, used their width really well, played it to Taylor really well. Still 2-1?
Yeah, well, let's upgrade it, 2-0. Not even going to concede.
I'll match him 2-0.
Come on, James Henry!
Save
Jack Stevens, he plays in goal.
Is the song that will be sung all up and down Oxfordshire or Sheffield, which is where we are. Because Oxford United, South Yorkshire, Oxford United did win this game by 2-1. A last gasp James Henry winner saw Oxford United claim their first away win of the season in a fantastic atmosphere with over 20,000 there and a superb away following from Oxford United. I think we deserved it.
They were a better team from start to finish. That weird period in the second half where they wanted a 1-1 draw was a bit odd, but they played really good football. They were on the front foot. They won the second balls. They tackled. They used their width well. They defended really impressively. Like, genuinely, outside of the goal that they scored, which I think was a pretty decent header, it was a good run into the box on whatever his name's part was. But
Patterson.
But it was a really fun game to watch. It was pretty end-to-end as well. There's a lot of chances for both sides.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think Sheffield Wednesday played well in the first half at all. Oxford were well on top of them, apart from them seemingly having the whole width of the pitch to run into.
The left-hand side, or Oxford's left-hand side, where they were like, the left back was playing like in the box the whole game. Like, Sen was just like, I just stand in front of goal. That's all I do now.
And Bannon was a threat all the way through.
Yeah.
But look, and Oxford went in 1-0 half time, and in the second half, it was just Oxford just couldn't kill this game off. It was It was the same old story that I say week after week on this thing. It's so many chances in the first half, second half. Right at the start of the second half, Matt Taylor produced their goalie, whose name is Featherall Peacock the Third, or
Peacock
like
Feathers the 19th.
Featherston, Earl of something.
He plays in goal.
Produced a worldie, an absolute screamer of a save, but there were so many chances that Oxford missed, and it was almost inevitable that Sheffield Wednesday would get a chance and get back into it, which they did. And then it frustrated me because Oxford just seemed to be content with that draw, which wound me up no end. I don't know how you felt about it.
Well, I didn't feel as bad about it as you because I wasn't emotionally charged by it, but I was a little bit just like, what? How has this happened? Like, how have you let this slip away? But they didn't let it slip away.
They didn't let it slip away. I mean, that's why I was a bit pissed off when we were in the stadium, because it's like it was almost like we went toe to toe with Sheffield Wednesday. We were the better side, but as soon as it went to 1-1, it was almost like we played like we were an inferior lower league club, desperately trying to hang on for a draw with Jack Stevens rolling around on the floor. After everything,
there were some really interesting decisions on Oxford's part. Like, they took the ball to the corner flag in the first half. Like, they played the whole game with a weird level of an inferiority complex. But I mean, Ian, 95th minute, James Henry, 93rd minute, James Henry manages to swivel turn and with the outside of his boot just tap it into the far netting.
Yes, I mean. It seemed it was a weird goal watching it from the stands. You're almost like, how did it go in?
Yeah.
But
it's right in front of us. It was hard to tell what had happened.
And it's just, he just like got a little flick on it and it went into the corner, and all the kind of, I don't know about luck, but all the chances that have not gone our way away from home, we finally get one that does bounce our way and into the back of the net, and that was pretty special. It was awesome.
There was an emotional outpouring, and then Dan Adji found himself 2 minutes later, in on goal, mano a mano, man with the peacocked, feathered chief in goal, and managed to not score. And managed to miss a header.
Yeah, but at that point, because it's Adji, we give him a pass because he was trying to waste time.
Good point.
But Oxford did get that first away win of the season, that vital monkey off your back, if you like, and to do it at in front of such a big crowd, such a big following, and in such a big game, I think is important, and hopefully that is a pretty significant building block towards Oxford going forward now. I mean, they got a bit of a break because there's no game against Sunderland next weekend because of international fixtures, so this side's got a bit of a break, and I think they kind of need it.
Kane went off injured, looked like a knee injury. You got to hope for the best there, because he had a fantastic first 50, 60
I was going to ask you what you thought of Kane, but he
really good. He was
very
really
comfortable on the ball. He actually was instrumental in that first goal, really, when he won the ball, played it to Brannagan, but we didn't say it. First goal, how's it gone in? How has that gone in? I mean, the goalies had a great game.
So bad.
Their keeper had a really good game, but that was a shocker. And there are a couple of other things we'll get to, but Herbie Kane was great, and hopefully he's not out for long. But there were There has been some injuries and some COVID stuff going through Oxford United's camp, and there was a bit of a change to the starting lineup. The likes of Sykes weren't even in the matchday squad. I think it's because of COVID-related issues. The same with Billy Bowden. So Oxford kind of really could do with this 2 weeks just to kind of get everything sorted, because there was even talk about players not being vaccinated, but I don't know much about the ins and outs of it. Maybe you know more.
Burn them at the stake.
Yes, how dare you. But let's also remember that, and we did capture this on camera, because I got Tom to film like the last 4 or 5 minutes. An amazing effort from Bannon.
Jack Stevens.
Wow, what a save. When he goes to shoot that, you just think you're happy he's shooting from that distance. But it's a wonderful, like, dipping shot. And Jack Stevens has got a fingertip onto the bar.
Jack Stevens was fantastic the whole game.
He was great.
He was fantastic.
And I know if you're a Sheffield Wednesday fan, you're going to be pissed off of him, because he was literally taking an age to take every goal kick and rolling around on the floor and doing the whole thing of forgetting where the ball was. But
normally we're really like complimentary of other sides, but like Wednesday didn't show up in the first half. They were strong defensively. They lacked any form of cohesion when they were moving forward, and I think their fans, you could tell, were just like, well, "What is this?"
Yeah, the fans, quite rightly so, were not happy.
I'm not knocking him for that at all. Like we expected to see more out of Sheffield Wednesday. It wasn't just that Oxford were good. Like, Sheffield Wednesday had huge periods where they were disjointed. They couldn't seem to get any sort of flowing football going. And they kept overloading Oxford on the wings and then not playing in crosses or not making anything of the situation. And, you know, bad luck. You know, really glad Oxford won, but their fans are going to be fuming at the end of this performance because they would have wanted to see more.
I mean, especially when they got back to 1-1, they would have felt they should have gone on to win the game. And you know the way it is. It's like before the game, they're a much bigger club than Oxford United. They'd have thought they could have come into this game and beaten
walked
us.
it, yeah,
probably. And obviously League One just isn't like that. But I mean, you haven't seen Oxford a huge amount after the disappointing game we saw against Cheltenham. Anybody else impressed you out there today, or?
I mean, Taylor was fantastic. He went for every header, held the ball up when he got the opportunity to do it. That bloke on the left wing begins with a J.
Which one are you thinking of? Thinking of Seddon?
No, keep going.
Are you thinking of
Holland? Holland was really good on the left. He was on the left, wasn't he?
I think he was more on the right.
Anyway, Holland was really good. Williams, when he came on, impressed for 5 minutes.
My bad.
Centre back Elliot Moore was so composed. He had a really good game. Thornton, is that
Thornley? Yeah,
he had a good game. But like, I don't think there was a bad performance in Oxford out there. That's the thing, is like they all deserve praise for playing well, but Jack Stevens was just freaking immense.
No, I mean, obviously you can't have any complaints. It's a fantastic win. I mean, I would have been very critical. I would have been critical if Oxford would have come away with a 1-1 draw in this, and not because 1-1's a bad result, but it's just would have annoyed me the way we just settled for it, and it was almost like once it got back to 1-1, and even a little period before that, it was like we weren't going for that second goal, which kind of pissed me off a little bit. And they kind of regrouped and they regathered and they had a good go of it. But set piece delivery was a lot better today. But for God's sake, why can't you put it in the net? Thornley, Adji, Long, they all had really simple headers at goal, which were wasteful. And hopefully there'll be an away day like what we saw with Accrington in the home game, where all the chances go flying in the back of the net pretty soon.
I will let you very quickly say how you're feeling for the next game and the rest of the season. Are we happy now? Are we feeling uplifted? Are we feeling down in the dumps?
Despite a bit of a scary walk home, Carl's reaction was pretty good at the end of the game. I liked it. And this is terrible, isn't it? I don't even know what they're playing next.
No. And on that bombshell of a note, thank you all for watching. Please comment below on what you thought happened. Like this or dislike it if you didn't like it. Thank you all of our Patreon subscribers. Thank you to Robert Allen, Christina Allen, PJ Simpson, and Matthew Bowden, and everyone else that supports this channel. Go to Grandstand Betters if you want some good tips. We will be back in like a week and a half with Premier League predictions and everything else. In the meantime, have fun watching some of the most boring international football known to man, and we will see you very soon.